Dear students, today we are going to study about APJ Abdul Kalam and about his autobiography Wings of Fire. The chapter we have to study is My Childhood. It was an extract from Abdul Kalam's autobiography Wings of Fire അഥവാ അഗ്നിച്ചിറകുകൾ. In the story, Kalam tells about how he was born into a middle-class Tamil family in Rameshwaram to Jainluddin and his wife Ashiamma. Kalam's father was not much educated. Also, he didn't have a lot of wealth. Despite all this, both Jainluddin and Ashiamma fed a lot of outsiders daily. Also, during his childhood days, Kalam was a short boy with undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. They lived in a large pucca house made of limestone and brick in the Mosque Street of Rameshwaram. This was the house built in 19th century. Even though his father avoided luxury, Kalam and his siblings were provided almost all essential things, and he had a secure childhood. Now suddenly, it was 1939 and World War II broke out. Kalam was only 8 years old. He tells how there was a sudden demand for tamarind seeds and Kalam picked it from the roadside and sold it to a provision store for 1 anna. Also, his brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell him about war stories, and later he would attempt to trace the news in Dinamani, a Tamil newspaper. Later, when India was forced to take sides, a state of emergency was declared in India, and this led to the stopping of train between Dhanushkodi and Rameshwaram. So, newspapers were thrown out from the running train, and as a help for his cousin Shamsuddin, Kalam went to pick up these bundles of newspapers. This earned him his first paycheck. So, all children are born with some characteristic traits from their parents, and according to Kalam, him and his all siblings inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father, and faith in goodness and kindness from his mother. Kalam has three brothers and one sister. While talking about the childhood, Kalam's first thought will be about his friendship. Kalam had three close friends. They were Aravindan, Ramanatha Shastri, and Shivaprakasan. All of them were from Orthodox Hindu families, and Ramanatha Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, who was the chief priest of Rameshwaram temple. While talking about childhood memories, the first thing that comes to Kalam's mind was an incident that occurred while he was in school. When Kalam was in 5th standard at Rameshwaram Elementary School, the school we saw earlier in the picture, a new teacher came to their class and his dressing, that is Kalam's cap, marked him as a Muslim. This new teacher was against the idea of harmony and he didn't like a Muslim sitting next to Ramanatha Shastri. So he asked Kalam to go back and sit in the last row. This affected Kalam and his Ramanatha Shastri. When they reached their home that night, both the children informed their respective parents. Pakshilakshmi Shastri called the teacher to his house and asked the teacher to apologize to the children. He bluntly told the teacher to either apologize or leave the island. When they grew up, Ramanatha Shastri took over from his father as the chief priest of Rameshwaram temple. Aravindan became a person who arranges transportation for tourists and Shivaprakasan became the catering contractor of Southern Railways. He tells about the annual Sita Rama Kalyanam and how they used to arrange boats for carrying the idols of Lord from temple to marriage site in the middle of Ramatirtha. This is a picture of Ramatirtha. And Kalam's family used to arrange the boats for carrying the idols to Ramatirtha. Also, Kalam and his siblings grew up hearing the stories from Ramayana and Life of Prophets. While Kalam was in school, he had an excellent teacher by the name of Shiv Subramania Iyer, an Orthodox Brahmin with conservative wife and who decided to break the barriers so that people from varying backgrounds could mingle easily. One day, he invited Kalam to his house for a meal. At first, his wife refused to serve Kalam. So, Shiv Subramania Iyer served Kalam and sat near him and ate his own meal. Sometime later, once more, he was invited for a dinner. But this time, Shiv Subramania Iyer's wife was a changed woman and invited Kalam to her sacred kitchen and served him herself. Before they left the house, Shiv Subramania Iyer advised Kalam to learn as much as he can and come to the forefront of the society. Then Second World War was over and India was granted its independence. When the freedom was imminent, Kalam asked his father's permission to study at Ramanathapuram, headquarters of Rameshwaram. And Kalam's father told him to go away and study. Also, he told his wife that your children are not your children, they are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. And what was the meaning of it? Kalam's father advised Ashiyamma not to select what the child should do for themselves. Let them do it.